video is for those who feel disappointed in crypto. You're not getting what you want in crypto yet. Not real wealth, not freedom, not consistency. Because you want too many things at the same time. You want 100x gains. You want zero risk, no drawdowns, constant pumps, perfect entries, and instant results. And I'm going to prove to you why that mindset is exactly why most people, including you, if you find yourself in one of those categories, lose. We'll break down the real problem holding you back in crypto in the exact way you need to frame the trades or the investments you make depending on the season you are in. Because crypto isn't about being smart, crypto is about being willing to invest and trade what most people refuse to trade and invest. The core truth is that everything has a trade-off. And accept this video not purely related to crypto. Accept it to the wide lifestyle, your own lives. Everything in crypto and in life has a price. Every win comes with a cost. And most people never win because they refuse to pay the price. They only look at the downside. What if this project dumps? What if I get liquidated? What if it is a scam? What if I buy and it drops 50%? But they never look at the upside. What if this is the cycle that changes my life? What if this is my once in 4 years opportunity? What if I actually hold for once? People love to say, I can't believe he bought that coin. No, what they really mean is, I can't believe he made the trade. This is what they want to say. And I'll give you now the clearest example. You can't say, I want a coin that's guaranteed safe like Bitcoin, but I also want 200x returns. And I also want it to pump tomorrow. And I also want it to have no volatility. And I also want to buy the bottom perfectly. This doesn't exist. And that's structurally impossible. It's like saying you want a house on the beach, on a ski mountain, in the city, secluded, quiet, huge, cheap, luxury, and walking distance to everything. You can't have all of this. And crypto is the same. If you want the safest asset, you trade upside. If you want the most upside, you trade safety. If you want fast pumps, you trade long-term conviction. If you want peace of mind, you trade chasing memes. So if you want to achieve one thing, you have a trade-off. You need to give up on something. If you want peace of mind, you trade chasing memes. Basically, you don't chase memes in this case. Everything has its cost, its price. The real reason why people stay broke in crypto, most people are stuck in decision limbo. They don't buy. They don't sell, they don't commit, they sit in watch mode forever. And what they don't realize is not choosing is still a trade itself. They trade years of their life for nothing. No portfolio, no skills, no conviction, no plan, no wealth, just stress. And the worst trade is losing time and not winning. Some people sacrifice fun, sacrifice security and comfort to build wealth. Others sacrifice youth and wealth to enjoy life early. Both can be valid, and both are choices. But the worst outcome is the person who does neither. Doesn't build wealth, doesn't learn the game, doesn't develop skills, doesn't take risks, but also doesn't enjoy life. They just scroll charts, panic, and repeat. This is what happens. The trade most people don't understand. Crypto is hard because the cost is clear, but the upside is uncertain. When you buy, the cost is very clear. It's immediate. You know what you're putting into it. But the upside, it is unknown. It might take months, it might take years, it might never happen. That's why it is scary. That's why most people never win. Because the price is guaranteed, but the reward is delayed. Your fear is lying to you. Most people think, if I make the wrong move, I'm finished. No, this is not how it works. Let's play out the worst case scenario. Worst case, you take a loss. You go back to work. You rebuild. You learn. You come back stronger. You don't die because you invested in the wrong project. You make a move. You learn something. You don't disappear. But your brain treats a red candle like it's life or death. That's why weak hands get hunted. Crypto is a market basically designed to punish weak conviction. The market is literally built to do this, to shake you out, to scare you, to make you doubt, make you sell the bottom, and then pump back up without you. This is why whales win. They're willing to sit in uncertainty. They're willing to pay the price of delay. The biggest upside is on the other side of uncertainty and time. Let me say this clearly. Everything you want in crypto is on the other side of two things: uncertainty and patience. That's where the money is, because most people refuse to hold through boredom. They refuse to hold through red, what we are going through right now. They refuse to hold through fear, so they never get rewarded. The only mindset that makes people rich, the people who win in crypto, aren't the ones who predict perfectly. They are the ones who embrace the idea. I'll figure it out, no matter what. If the market dumps, I have a plan, I'll adapt. If I make a mistake, I will learn, I'll improve. If it doesn't work, I will try again, I'll figure something else, or I'll keep trying. I will analyze why it didn't work. Because failure in crypto is only permanent if you quit. That's the only failure in crypto. And I'll tell you one more thing. Stop listening to people who aren't winning. The loudest critics are always the ones on the sidelines, the ones that are losers. They'll tell you crypto is dead, you are gambling, it's all scams, you will lose everything. But here is the question: do you want their life? Are they somebody you look up to? Because we are never criticized by someone who is actually ahead of us. The hate always comes from people who never had the courage to play the game that we are playing. So if you're stuck right now, if you're feeling miserable and unhappy, if you're in that should I buy or not state, understand this. You're already paying a price. You're paying with time. The only question is, are you going to trade that time for wealth or trade it for regret?